Good morning. Here's
Morning.
your matcha latte.
Wow, thank you. That was so fast. Did conference remotely and now I'm doing work before going to work.
Welcome back to another Life Unfiltered vlog. I got back from Asia last week and I've still just been a little jet lagged. I just feel like the older I get, the harder it is for my body to adjust. This morning I woke up at 4 and just have not been able to go back to bed. Low-key my head hurts, but that's a story for another time. We are back from our honeymoon, which was so much fun. I think it was one of my favorite weeks we have ever had in this lifetime, and Okinawa is by far, I think, my favorite place on earth. Kevin is currently on a rotation where I do not drop him off because he's like kind of further away, so it doesn't really make sense.
I still have to pay for parking though.
You do?
Yeah.
That sucks. How much do you pay for parking a day?
$10.
They deduct it straight from their paychecks. You're still paying for it. It's just not.
I'm saying, is that better?
I mean, pre-tax is definitely better than post-tax. I still think it's crazy that healthcare workers have to pay for parking. Like, imagine working for a tech company and them making you pay for parking. That would just never be a thing. Let me know in the comments down below what industry you work in and if you have to pay for parking where you work.
I don't know. I think most hospitals do. The nurses have to pay for parking. They like park farther away than us.
Yeah, I remember the monthly subscription when I was working in LA. It's like expensive. It is not a cheap parking spot. It can be hundreds of dollars a month.
The issue is this hospital doesn't have any like bus lines that are like close to it as well.
Does a bus even run at like 4 in the morning?
I think so.
So excited to go to work?
No.
Are you delighted to have the opportunity to work?
No. Nobody likes their work.
What the frick? Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day.
I will have a bouquet day. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna show you what I'm eating for breakfast. I have oatmeal. This is the Quaker's oatmeal. It is so bland, but I low-key love eating bland food. I have the same breakfast almost every day, and it always includes oatmeal during the winter. It's just hot water and oats. And then normally I have 2 eggs and, oh no, I just spilled salmon oil on me. I have Tide to Go pretty much everywhere in my house because I spill stuff on myself way too often. Okay, we just Tide to Go the pants. For breakfast every day, I usually have 2 eggs, a matcha latte, and oatmeal. But today we have leftover salmon from last night that Kevin didn't finish. Cheers! I realize that when I have enough protein in the mornings, then I feel less hungry throughout the day. I'm less likely to snack, which I think is the biggest downfall in my diet. Now, oatmeal is actually really good for your health because it contains something called beta-glucan. And what that does is that it can help to lower the absorption of cholesterol and therefore lowering it in your body. LDL is the bad cholesterol, and so you want to keep that as low as possible, and this is what that helps to lower. I always think of it like the L in LDL stands for low. It tastes even better if you know all the health benefits. Now, salmon, omega-3s obviously. They say that wild salmon is better, but for some reason, farm salmon just tastes so much better. I just cannot get used to the fishy taste of wild salmon, so I almost always buy farm salmon. I wonder if it's because there's more additives. Someone let me know if that's something I need to change.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you just left the house. Why are you calling me?
I'm stuck in traffic.
Okay, you don't have anyone else to talk to?
No?
That's fine.
Oh, what's up?
Have you experienced this traffic before, or it's new because you don't normally go to work at this hour?
Yeah, but not this bad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. Do you have a plans for today or no?
I just finished doing my hair and my makeup. I have little fake extensions in that I didn't do a very good job curling, so I might end up taking those out. At this mess I've created, let's clean this up together. I genuinely so badly to my core want to be a clean girl, but it is not who I am naturally. And especially recently, I feel like I have felt not inclined to pick up the camera when not everything is camera ready. Like, I feel like my house needs to be 100% clean. I feel like my makeup needs to be done, my hair needs to be done, and I never felt that kind of pressure before. And I think honestly that pressure comes from the fact that when people look good, for example, videos tend to perform better. Or when sponsors are looking for creators that they want to partner with, often they're looking for people who are elevated, who match their brand aesthetic, whatever, which, you know, that all makes sense. Everybody has an agenda and what they need to do. I just feel disappointed that it has somehow crippled me in doing what I love most, which is creating authentically and showing up as myself. And don't get me wrong, like I love dressing up, I love putting on makeup, but I also love having a lazy day. It just depends on my mood, you know? I've been a lot better about making just small improvements in my life. In the past, I probably would have just left this mess here, but I really do believe that you can change yourself and you can be a better version of yourself, and you are allowed to wake up one day, decide that you want to be something different. A lot of the times we are not used to change, but neither are the people around us. And so sometimes when you start to be a different version of yourself, or you're bettering yourself, and other people are not in the headspace to accept you changing, because one, it's unfamiliar to them, and two, sometimes it can highlight the fact that they're not working on themselves. So sometimes other people really don't like that change, and then it makes it even harder for you to change or be a better version of yourself. But I'm here to tell you that you are allowed to change anytime you want. You're allowed to be a better person. You're allowed to like something new. You're allowed to try something new, be someone new. A quote that really sticks with me is that you will never be as young as you are right now in this very moment. And the best time to start was yesterday, and the second best time to start is right now, today. Like, let's say something bad happens and it ruins my day, right? That's the day. It's okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be a new day and I'm gonna start over. But if you can get to an even higher level where it maybe only ruins the moment, maybe 5 minutes later you're good, then you still have a whole day ahead of you. I am not positive all the time. I definitely had bad days. In fact, I had a really bad day 2 days ago. You know when one thing goes wrong and then just everything else goes wrong and it just piles on top, and it the bucket was like already full and now it's overflowing. I feel that I am already very fortunate because it is something that I haven't felt in a while. And sometimes you have to experience the lows to also appreciate the highs. And because I had that really bad day 2 days ago, then yesterday I had like the best little day ever. I like frolicked around, I went outside, I went to the spa, I treated myself maybe a little too much, I went shopping. There is so much to enjoy and appreciate in life, but you have to open your eyes to it. While we're here with all of my makeup brushes, I thought I would show you a little project I did a little bit ago. Oh, can you see? If you look at my brushes, you will actually see that there are labels on them. The reason being that I really wanted to get better at my makeup. I was very action oriented when I was younger, and I realized that I have fallen into the trap of just wanting to be better, but not actually doing it. And so I'm channeling that energy again. I decided to do some extensive research about every single one of these brushes and exactly what they are used for, bronzer, blush, and I knew that I would not remember what they are for, and so I put labels on them. I did go a little bit crazy, but I was recently in Korea, so I went to Anki Brushes, which is located in Hongdae, and they have, it's a specialty brush store. The bristles are extremely soft. Like, for example, from American brands, I love the Hourglass brushes, but these are very, very pricey. Pretty sure all these brushes that I bought in total ended up being about 100K won, which I'm assuming is like 70 bucks-ish US. That would be like 2 brushes here, so overall, a big win. Just came downstairs and look what the animals are doing. They're both tanning. You guys having a good time? It's really cute because it's a cat tree, but Lucky always sleeps on the lower tier and Lily's always up there, and they never mix, and she never really touches that layer. You want to say hello? Lucky, you want to say hello? You sleepy? Oh, you having a big old man nap? Lily has this crystal that reflects light, which is one of her favorite things of all time. Light show! Oh, by the way, you guys, Lily turned 2 years old this month. Comment down below and wish Lily a happy birthday. She lives a lavish life, but she got plenty of churu, don't worry. Tiff and I ended up getting something that was matchy-matchy. I showed you guys last time that I got my cute little Murakami purse for my wedding gift, and we have another thing from Louis Vuitton. As you can see, it is very small. Probably one of my favorite little things to purchase. Oh my god, look how cute this little card holder is. It has 2 charms on the end. On the inside, on this bigger pocket, you can put cash if you are traveling. I just really, really love card holders, and I love wallets with at least a little bit of color so that when they are sitting in your purse, you can see enough color to pick out which one is your wallet. I wanted to show you some of my other wallets that I keep. It has turned into a little bit of a collection. I purchased this in Hawaii, and it is the Dior card wallet in matte black. People in real life always ask me where this is from because because they're like, whoa, that's so cool. It opens up like an accordion. I think this is my most practical wallet. A lot of the times I'll also stick a toothpick and some cash in this so that I just have whatever I need. After a while of this, I did want a little bit of a change, so I ended up getting this little Prada wallet. This is in a baby blue, and in here is actually different shades of blue, and we have white, so a little bit of pattern, which I really like. It has a slot for cash, and then also there is a coin holder over here. I need to bring her more often when I go to Asia, especially Japan, where you're lurking around a bunch of coins. This one is my handy dandy card holder. This one is from Pedro. Actually really similar to the Louis Vuitton one, but in a white color. Finally, we have my favorite wallet. Kevin got me this for our wedding. If you look closely, you can see the pattern of my neighbor Totoro. And this is bunko leather, which uses a very, very special technique to make the leather and hand paint each of these little details. Oh my god! We have our Okinawa aquarium tickets that I completely forgot about were in here. He initially wanted to get me the Loewe collab with Studio Ghibli, and he ordered it, I think, from a reseller on eBay. They ended up saying it wasn't in stock, and he found this instead, which I think is so much more unique. I just love it. He also got me this little guy, which is a matching lipstick holder. I would probably actually use this as a coin purse instead, or for like little trinkets and stuff. How cute. Nice to meet you. Oh my goodness, I am back in my little spot. Why am I exhausted from taking a walk around the park? But okay, my hair extensions are still in, and I feel like they look really cute in braids. It's obviously a little messy now that I've been walking around for a long time, but highly recommend. I bought them off of Amazon, and they are actually real human hair, so you're able to style them. This morning I curled them. I will link the ones that I used in the description, but I think I actually need to buy 2 packs because I have really, really thick hair, so I need a little bit more volume to even it out so it looks more natural. I ran into my neighbor 3 days in a row now. Sometimes I only see her like once a month. It's honestly kind of rare to run into your neighbors in Seattle, but it's always nice to get a little human interaction in. Sometimes I get this like weird anxiety in my chest and pressure. That is always a signal to me that I need to go outside and touch grass and breathe some fresh air, because I think sometimes you can get so stuck in a situation that then you just start to spiral. Maybe I'm the only one. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Like, watch this video where someone was like, this is the world, and it was a beautiful video of nature and the beach and all these things, and God created this and then humans created deliverables. Which, if that doesn't sum up life, I don't know what does. It's not a quarter life crisis, because I feel like most humans don't live to 100. So really a quarter life crisis would be around 20. It's not a midlife crisis, because hopefully I live more than, 50, 60. But I feel that the end of your 20s is a very transitional period in your life. There's so much I want to get done in my 20s, and there's this notion that you need to work really hard so that one day you can reap the fruits of your labor. I agree with that partly, and I also think that you should really thoroughly try to enjoy your life while you are young and you have the body and the time and the energy to do the things that you want. If I had any advice for my younger self, it would be to just do it. If you're thinking about doing it, just do it. You will I don't think you will ever regret like taking a week off of work and maybe being slightly more behind in XYZ project in order to do something to experience life. I think I'm a little bit more mature for my age, so most of my friends are in their early 30s or mid 30s, and they all have told me that towards the end of your 20s, this is a very normal thing to go through, where you are feeling your priorities shift, and it is a very scary feeling because you know that something needs to change, but also change is scary, and you're not quite ready to make that change. It's always easy to just do the same thing that you've always done. Based on the Harvard Happiness Study, which is the longest study conducted on human happiness, we know for a fact that what makes humans happy, which is money, fame, success, beyond a certain point actually have very little correlation with the quality of your life and happiness. What actually does dictate your happiness is the quality of your relationships relationships. This is the relationships with your friends, your family, your loved ones, the people that you care about. In the past, I have always put my career first. This means that sometimes I would miss events, miss birthdays, miss holidays, miss celebrations. I had this deep fear that my self-worth stemmed from my work, and the only way that I can be good at my work is if I'm working harder than other people. So when other people are resting, I felt that I had to be working because that was the only way I could get ahead. Now I know that is a deeply flawed way of thinking. Shonda Rhimes, I think, sums this up really well. For those who don't know, Shonda Rhimes is one of the most prominent producers. At one point, she owned the entire Thursday evening on ABC, and she's also a mother, I believe, to 3 kids, if I'm not mistaken. And a quote that she said that really sticks with me is this: when you see me excelling in any area of my life, it almost certainly means that I'm failing in another area. You can do anything you want, just not all at once. It just shows that it is okay to not be 100% excelling in every single area of your life. And that is not a reason to feel like you are not worthy of deserving love or kindness or praise and feeling like you are proud of yourself. I think one of my fatal character flaws is that I place all of my self-worth on my work. So when my work is not going well, it feels like my life is falling apart. Especially as a creator, things are really kind of unstable. Sometimes there are years where everything is up and it's amazing, and then sometimes there are years where like you really struggle. I've kind of been through a little bit of everything. In some ways, you're in control of your career, obviously, because you can control the output, but you cannot always control which brands want to work with you, or if the views are going to be good, or if the landscape of the entire creator economy is going to change. Sometimes you work really hard on something and it still performs poorly. When I really try to dig deep for why it affects me so much when my work is not going well, this is so embarrassing to admit, but it was because I had no personality outside of my work. I realized that I stopped doing all of the things that I enjoy. I had no hobbies. My hobby was to work, and that might sound like a cute thing, but it's really not, because you should never put your eggs in one basket, right? And logically, I knew it didn't make sense. I had a loving partner, loving animals, amazing friends, amazing support, and yet if my work wasn't going well, I could feel so deeply unhappy, and that just didn't make sense because that was one area of my life. Everything else, even if everything else is going well, how was it that I was nitpicking the one thing that wasn't doing well? And I felt like I just stopped seeing the beauty of things. I don't want to say romanticizing my life because that sounds a little bit too cheesy and sappy, but I feel like I just was not present. I did not notice anything. Like today when I went to the park and I took a walk, I noticed the leaves changing. I noticed that there were squirrels running around, that there were couples sitting on the bench, an old couple enjoying coffee. Someone stopped to talk to me and talk to the dog. We ran into our neighbor. There were so many beautiful things, but you have to open your eyes and be present enough to see it. If you are going through a tough time right now, first of all, I want to say I'm here for you. You are not alone. Things will get better. Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, put your phone down, go outside, take a walk, call somebody that you care about, color, do something you're really bad at. Anything, just get out of your head, because that is the one thing that helps me the most, and hopefully that helps you too. My ring on for date night. Wow, you have yours too. Ring kiss.
My 91-year-old patient today wanted to set me up with his granddaughter, but I wasn't wearing my ring.
Oh no.
I just smiled and said thank you.
We have their house-made sourdough with butter and olive oil, and then over here we have potato leek soup.
You didn't put the stuff in there.
Sourdough. Kevin just filmed a little TikTok with me, so that was fun. I am taking out my hair extensions. Highly recommend. Love. All right.
Did they
You like?
Where'd you get this hair?
You look so beautiful. It's real human hair.
Why did you have this? It smells like real hair.
Yes.
Is this expensive?
It's $100.
Wow, somebody else's hair. That's kind of.
Here you go.
That's kind of.
Here you go.
I don't want you to go use it when you. What if you commit a crime and drop the DNA and then someone else will.
Oh my god.